I want to talk for a few moments today on the issue of type. So important. You have to do an exploratory. You come in with patience, with maturity, with understanding, with a huge, well-developed frustration tolerance. A lot of mature patience, and a lot of the notion of no jealousy, no possessiveness, no expectations of anything, no fair playing field, no playing field at all. It's all competitive. There's no template, just a bunch of general ideas that can get you out into the arena, get some motion going, get something started, but nothing more than that. Just to get you out of the malaise, the apathy, the paralysis to act, and get you up to the point to where you take all the actions necessary for the reality to take over, and that's the surprise, that's the newness, that's the unknown that you're trying to protect yourself against, that you're being so cautious to protect yourself against that unknown. You want to stay in the circle of protective certainty, but at some point you got to break that circle and knock on the door. Either the door will open or it will not. You got to seek out your answer, is what I'm saying. There's going to be a point where you're going to have to explicitly ask for what you want, and you're going to have to know how to ask for it in an effective way. That's why you see the studs getting ready to go out to the clubs or whatever you want to call these places for happy hour or whatever, and they're prepping, they're putting on the colognes and the toupees and the hats, whatever it takes. And the heels, the lifts, whatever it takes, a haircut, the shaves, the colognes, the prepping. And then you'll fight for your life out there with no guarantees. Everybody's fighting for the best. Everybody's hoping for a great result. But remember one thing, that woman doesn't have to do it. A experienced woman can lead you around and give you phony signals. Ghosts, they're very good at throwing ghosts out there. Double meanings. Even a bit of double entendre to have some fun with you, especially if you look like me. And I'm eternally grateful for anything I could get by way of confirmation. It's the Brian comeback method. He keeps a diary. Today I took and I got one smile from one woman. It was on this corner right here. I passed by. I took and I got one smile. Log it in what time it was. Today I got two smile. Maybe a sentence. He logged it in. What am I trying to demonstrate here? It's a very slow, tedious comeback. The Brian comeback method. Keeping the diary. I'm talking to the guy who's in pillory. I'm talking to the small, short man, the Quasimodo man. He has no appearance, he has no appeal. He's a chaparrito, the short man. I'm talking to the Cecil out there. The man who has no appeal. There is no chemistry for this man. There are no magic techniques. There is no magic formula that's going to do it for him. The only thing I offer him is blood, sweat, and tears. He's got to prep up. He's got to get some hard bark on him. And until he has that physical conditioning behind him and that hard bark on him so he's not embarrassable, shocked, he's ready for anything. He has no phony expectations, no castles in the air, no comparison, no rights, no entitlements he doesn't. The worst thing you can do is compare yourself to somebody else. You can't do it. That's why he doesn't want to leave the circle of certainty. All the defense systems that keep him safe in his own mind. He becomes a prisoner of his defense systems. His justifications, alibis, his rationalizations, his evasions, his hiding out. Because he don't like what he looks like. Because he's anticipating a very bad response. But more than that, he's anticipating that woman insulting him. And let me tell you something, pal, she will. With the body language, with the lack of attention, he's talking, shut up, don't you shut up, don't you look around, don't you see if that woman is paying any attention to you when you're talking. What's the quality of the attention? You're going to have to take her to the toughest social arena possible. Then you find out what her type is. He's going to have to find out what type of man she's been conditioned to, what's her expectancies. And he's got to find out and be very clear about how he's being accepted. And if she'll put him on a leash of behaviors she'll tolerate from him. But she won't say it explicitly, she'll say it implicitly. She'll say it by her reactions to him. That's where the communication occurs. Most of it occurs with the body language. So now you see, in the interview of your life, in that encounter and confrontation in the arena, called the club or wherever you're trying to cut corners to get a piece of ass, or to get some acceptance and confirmation as a man. You're making it even tougher for yourself. Sometimes the shortest distance between 2 points is not a straight line.